Okay, today I'll be uh, brain dumping what I know about the law of attraction. So you want to attract the thing that you want in your life, the good things, right? Well, pay attention to this one. It's gonna be a trip. So let's talk about it. So you want the good things in life, right? You don't want the negative anymore, right? You're tired of that. You're sick and tired of the negative things in life holding you down or not making you move forward in life. That's why you've been craving these type of content. You listen to the law of attraction because it sounds good to you. It's in the negative loop, in this negative light, right? And in order to change your vibration, it's not just only changing your thoughts. You have to change your philosophy. See, the thing is, you can change. You can write all down your goals all you want, but if you still have that negative thoughts in you, the negative belief, or the belief that's not going to happen to you, you're going to create that circumstances, right? So first, we have to dive deep, right? Of changing the aspect of our mind. It starts within our mind and the brain, right? If we want to attract the thing that we want, we say we want, we have to start within ourselves. Because the whole universe is a giant mirror reflecting back to you your thoughts, your feelings, and your belief about what you see. But it's also how you see the world. You don't see the world as it is. You see the world as who you are today. Your belief, the ideas about the people, the world, about yourself. It it's right now you're listening to Esther Hicks, Teal Swan, Ralph Smart, Bob Proctor, Brian Tracy, all the people who talk about the law of attraction. Napoleon Hill, well, he didn't say it. Jack Canfield, Bob Doyle, um, Michael Lozier. They're all talking about the law of attraction. But we, in essence, should be able to use the law of attraction to be able to improve our life, not just to attract the thing that you say you want. That sounds. I know that what I'm trying to do is to change your belief about these things because it's not always easy. We try to want, it's good to want bigger things, and we should want the good things in life have to offer, right? But we should use the law of attraction to be able to change who we are. Now, that's kind of what we always want to attract the thing, right? That's missing the secret, and that's what missing a lot of people who say and talk about the law of attraction. It is also have to you have to deal with the fear that you're going to have to attract that thing. Like for instance, you want to attract top CEO, you have that fear, you're not going to do it because you're afraid that it won't happen. Or you want to attract that girl or guy, you're not going to do it because you have fear. You overanalyze a lot of things. Most people do. And you may write the goal down, but you haven't built the habits that need to get you there. Success, you think it's about the toys. Success is, or you think it's about materialistic things. It can be for you. For others, maybe it's a family. For others, maybe it's something that they're passionate about. Every day they're working towards that. It's different for everyone. It's not the same for everyone. People may be inspired to do something great with their life. Maybe they're inspired to impact the world for the better because it's there's evil in this world and they're trying to change the fact that too many negative things in this world. And um, I think that the law of attraction, I think they need to be a little bit more open minded. You know, when they hear it, they don't like it, so they get offended easily. They whatever, but it's because they have negative belief about of what the person trying to say. It's not that person. It's not me. It's the person that's projecting. Usually, when people get in an argument, it's usually what they're projecting is them, their anger, their how they see the world. But just listen, and it's they want you to listen. I remember Oprah Winfrey says, when the person is arguing, it's not, it's that it's they want you to listen to them. Basically, what they're saying is, can you hear me? Can you see me? That's what they're saying. It's not always easy. And I think that I want to be able to put this into you. That not only you should learn about the law of attraction and go deep. A lot of people try to master it, the law of attraction, and they try to specify, go specific or specialize in the law of attraction. But a lot of people haven't built the skill that they need. That's why I like Brian Tracy. You talk about the law of attraction. If you listen to his other talk about his seminar with Brandon Burchard, he talked about you need the knowledge and the skill set to be able to build the life that you want. If you think about it, Tony Robbins, he has the skill set. If you think about Brian Tracy, Bob Proctor, what do you think about them? You think they're mainly for the law of attraction, but you don't see the other side that they know how to do. They learn how to sell and market themselves. That's what you have to do. Either when I'm talking about the law of attraction, what I'm doing is I'm selling my ideas to you to be able to change. You know, yes, vision board or visualization and writing your goal down works because I understand it. But for those who try to change the life, they still have negative belief or habit. So it's a little bit hard to understand that, right? And because you still have, a lot. I've seen a lot of people who are into the law of attraction, law of attraction, on Facebook. Adults are afraid to change. You shouldn't be able to afraid to change. Like I remember this woman, and this guy was trying to quit, and she said, no, find another job. Basically, you guys who are into the law of attraction, you're playing it safe. But if you dive deep long enough in the law of personal development world, and you listen to all the successful people, they don't play it safe. This Jim Rohn said it's risky, And I listened to Bob Doy. He was afraid. Not listen. I interviewed Bob Doy on in this channel, and he said he was afraid to quit his job, but he quit. So you guys are, you're afraid to quit your job, or you're afraid to stop associating your friends because you'll feel comfortable. That's what the problem with that is. I'm trying to solve a problem that you have. And you may get offended and click off this video, but that's okay. That video is not for you. This video is for those who are open-minded or who can be able to change their view, and they can change because they are malleable. They can adapt. When you're in the law of attraction, you should be able to adapt. You should be able to change your mind. That's what law of attraction is for, not just attracting the good stuff. Because when you attract the good stuff, they're going to be the bad stuff going to come, and you're going to have turbulence. You're going to have obstacle in your way. What are you going to do? Attract your way out, or are you going to run away? Are you going to do the flight or fight, or are you going to react, or are you going to respond? What are you going to do? Are you going to be afraid? Are you, those who know the law of attraction, they only know it intellectually. But they're too afraid to smash the wall, the mirror within themselves. They hold themselves back so many times. They want something, but they're afraid that before they even begin writing their goal down or begin to change their life, or to be able to attract that life or whatever people, they reject themselves. You guys need to stop rejecting yourself, rejecting your goals, stop rejecting it, and to move towards your goals. Even if you're afraid, feel the fear, do it anyway. Attack your fear, just like Will Smith, attack your fear. You will have struggle, but their struggle and fear and chaos is not there to stop you. It's there to make you grow. It makes you stronger. Why are you afraid of it? You should be able to understand the subconscious mind, the habits, the brain. Because when you understand how the brain works and the habit, you can change the results that you have. You should be able to change your mind, but too many people, when they get stuck in the law of attraction alone, or this, in the spiritual realm. You're living in both. You're living in the spiritual realm, and you're living in the physical realm too. So I mean, it's the same thing as people who are in logic. They stop using their imagination. They're only using logic, facts, and figure, but they never use creativity or innovation. To be able to change, you have to inject new knowledge in your life. And that's not also the law of attraction. Look, we all know that everything vibrates. When we change our mind, we changes our vibration, therefore we change who we attract and expand in our world, right? That's true. But there are limitations within your mind. You have made a prisoner. Like, for instance, people who are studying the law of attraction, they only study law of attraction. They have become a prisoner of the law of attraction. They have become a prisoner of their own mind. Why? Because they only know this. There are many things to know besides the law of attraction. Because if you hear what Bob Proctor say, he know a lot of things. You see his bookshelf. You see Brian Tracy. You see Jack Canfield have full books of personal development. But they're just not personal development. They're also skill set. How to use the brain, how to use the brain effectively, how to use the mind effectively, how to work with energy, or how to be able to set your goal, time management, stuff like that, selling, marketing. But you got, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I think it's the same thing as the law of attraction versus going to school, because you're stuck in like, for instance, people who are into law of attraction. Let's say this. Let's say people who are in art or drawing, and then law of attraction, and then a specific knowledge. That's only what you know. But if you want to change your life, you need to know a lot of things. Now you say, but you're trying to become a jack of all trades. Yes, no, you're not. Because in life, you can't just know one thing anymore, right? You can't, like you say, you're trying to master the law of attraction. You can master all you want, but you need other things, like understanding humans, for instance. So law of attraction don't say that you also have to communicate and ask for what you want and open your mouth to ask another human being for what you want. But you feel guilty. You haven't built that self-confidence yet. You're in that mindset of that you don't deserve that. For me, when I go ask Bob Proctor or best-selling author, right, to do interview, I'm not afraid. I used to be afraid. I mean, I still am. But the thing is, I feel worthy. Because why do I feel worthy? Because I believe in my message. I believe in who I am and what I'm trying to convey. And I'm not letting people conform me to what they think of how law of attraction should be. Because I get kind of upset, pissed off, because people are too focused on the law of attraction. I believe the law of attraction alone is good, but there are important things you need to know, like psychology, what's confirmation biases, or social proof, or reciprocity, or closing, selling, following up, or rejection, how to overcome rejection, objections, stuff like that, marketing, getting attention, or being, or understanding how to effectively using your brain. I think that's important. And communication, effectively communicating what you want, and also listening, because we don't talk about listening in the law of attraction. And to be able to cause people feelings, to be able to focus off yourself and listen to other people, what they're saying. And also, we get stuck on school too. People who know the law of attraction also get stuck. You have to go to school or personal development, stuff like that. You need to change. Change your philosophy. Change your thinking. You change your world. You change your vibration. You change who you attract. You will attract ideas come to you. And also, you got to develop your intuition. Your intuition and law of attraction going hand in hand. And people get freaked out when you say a psychic. Psychic is not something to be afraid of. And you should be able to listen to that with your gut feeling in connection with the law of attraction. Also, I stopped meditating. I mean, I don't need to meditate anymore. I mean, I don't need that anymore because I believe in it's already happened. You have to believe that your goals already happened in the spiritual realm and it's coming to manifestation, fruition to you because you're already sending off a rocket desire. But also, you have to take action, inspire action, but just take action um, uh, with what not you know. And also, too many of you are afraid to set high goals because you think it's unrealistic that you will never achieve it. You can achieve it. I have set unrealistic goals and they have become true because I believe it will happen. I believe in myself. I believe that I have the skills to convey and to close people on interview. It's not going to be always easy, but I can do it. I did, and you shouldn't be afraid to fail. You shouldn't because too many people are looking for perfection instead of starting. Just start, and you will fail. But Les Brown said you will fail your way to success. So why are you afraid of? Fear stop a lot of people. Fear stop you from succeeding. Fear stop you from asking that boy or girl out, or you fear. But also, here's the thing: when you're in the law of attraction, you need to hear yourself. A lot of people have too negative emotion in their body that will attract the same people over and over because they have not healed themselves. They have not let themselves to be healed. Because your emotion from the past carry on to the present. Therefore, create your future, and you attract that future circumstances to you. And also be grateful for what you have, and be grateful but you can also be dissatisfied. Being dissatisfied is okay. You always want more. It's not a good or bad. And success can be good for you. Most people don't like the word success in the spirituality world. Success is not a good or bad. It's depending on how you see it. Spirituality is not a good or bad. It's how you see it too. A quote is not a good or bad. It's how you see it. You're the alchemist, the creator of your own world. Stop letting your point of view get in the way. You got to be able to change it, be that flexible. Because, in fact, when you learn about the law of attraction, you're using confirmation bias. What happens is you start believing the same thing, bam, bam, bam. You're so comfortable in that world. What happens when you hear something that you don't like, you reject it. No, you shouldn't. You listen to it and feel uncomfortable. And if it's right, and do your research, R&D, and do your homework and study. Most people who are into the law of attraction don't study. They only study the law of attraction. What happened is they haven't studied other subjects. I mean, if you see the most successful people, they actually study other subjects besides the law of attraction. If you listen to what Brian Tracy, Bob Proctor talk about, they not only study the law of attraction, but they study the brain, the mind, communication, selling, marketing, public speaking, economic, money, history about money, people, understanding people's psychology. All right, I'll see you. Bye-bye. So let's talk about something. Like I said, you may know the law of attraction, but if you're not seen it, you know, you have to become a creator, not a victim. Because too many people are a prisoner of their own mind. They have created a bondage. They have tied their chains. They see as if the universe don't care about them, or the universe they won't be able to track the thing that they want. It's how they see the world, right? Still in the law of attraction community. You've got to be free from the limitation of your mind. When you grow older, it's because you have set a boundary, a limitation within your own mind. That's why I will always tell myself in my mind that I will never let the world, people, my friends, conform the way how I should think. Because the way that you think about things will change your environment. It will change the book that you read, the movie that you watch, the audio that you listen to will change you. And as you change, you start to change your results. You start to change the way you see things. You start to act differently. You start to talk differently. You start to think differently. And you start to change your friends who you hang out around with. You start to become, too many people are close minded of all the good ideas that they could have used to turn their life around. Selling. People don't talk about selling. In fact, I am selling you right now, but not in pitching mode, but in giving you the value that I believe in this message. I'm selling myself to believe and that I can do this, that I do have fear, but too many people don't say fear, right? Attack your fear. Do it anyway. Believe in you. No, I bring you in this message because I'm tired of people thinking about the law of attraction the wrong way. Because I used it before, and I am using it now. And I have to track things, amazing things in my life. But to say that that's all you know to change your life, I remember I was listening to this guy. Reading the review on this guy, and he was talking about Brian Tracy, and it was about on a book. And he was talking about that you only need to read one book, it'll change your life. No, how? How are you going to change your life by reading one book? Because to change your life, you need to be able to repeat the information. People say, I already know that. Yeah, but are you using it? Oh, I already know that. Are you using it? Are you doing it? That's why I vibe with Ty Lopez. Because you may know it, but are you doing it? Because applying and knowing it is a different subject. Because applying means that you got some type of result that you actually want and you're happy. But knowing it is, that means you stay stuck. You're stagnant. Yes, you can change your brain by reading and you using an aspect. But I'm saying like you have to change the way that you use information or the way you use the law of attraction, right? So when it comes to writing goals or vision board or whatever that is for you, write it down as if it's already happened, and you should believe that it's gonna happen. You shouldn't self-doubt, but you will have fear. It's okay to have fear and attack that fear. Sometimes you will have doubt, but it's gonna come. You have to believe that, and you have to let, instead of using your heart, your head, use your heart to guide your intuition of what you want. Success isn't based off upon what other think what you should do, what you would think you should do. For me, I'm I may be scared to say right now I'm scared. You know why? Because most people don't believe in this message that I'm trying to convey about the law of attraction. They just think about, I think positive, and they let away the negative. But the negative is going to be there no matter what. It's just that you shouldn't let the, you shouldn't bypass or let the problems become more problems to be able to solve it. That's the thing that we don't talk about. The law of attraction people should find a solution for that problem that you have. You got to find it. Like, you shouldn't get angry at people when people are trying to convey what they believe in, because you believe in different things. But the thing is, you're using the law of attraction to change your life, right? So might as well use it so you can change your life. That's what happens. People get depressed and say, "Why this? Shouldn't this law of attraction thing supposed to help me out?" Nah, you're self-doubting the law of attraction and you. You're rejecting your dreams, goals, whatever that is. So my message is this: today, whenever you have time, write your goals down, but also look at it, review it, and take action. It's about action and doing what you're afraid of, your fears, and get uncomfortable, because that's where you grow. The good things in life is where you are happy. Bob Proctor talk about it. The cave you enter holds the treasures you seek. Right? You fear, do it. Don't be afraid. I fear. Just like um, I remember doing videos. I haven't done them for a while, and I have fear of what people think. You know? But that's okay. my message is this: be flexible, okay? When you're learning about the law of attraction, it's when you get to another level that you hear people who are into the law of attraction, they're more flexible. I'm serious. That they are really flexible. Anyway, subscribe to my channel, like my video, because I do interviews, book reviews on personal law of attraction, the mind, somewhat. Oh, but also, yeah, and sometimes quotes. Anyway, I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Hadn't done that, I would not have met the people I needed to meet to lead me to the book that turned on the lights, and we wouldn't be talking. So, but it was about just noticing and trusting and not trying to over intellectualize and go, well, wait, how is that going to work? Because if we do that, then we're basically saying we've requested information from the universe, it comes to us, and then we're saying no thank you, because it doesn't make sense to us. You know what? It shouldn't make sense to us, because the things that make sense to us have gotten us in this position that we're now trying to change. So we have to be open to new information, new ideas, and move. And it's going to be uncomfortable because we're looking for something bigger and better. And so we're going to have to, if it was in our comfort zone, we'd be having it. So we have to be ready to experience discomfort and take some action on things that we don't necessarily understand why we're doing it, but we trust the process.
Right, and I totally agree with you. And I'm gonna ask you this question, but I totally agree with you where, because I see this a lot with a lot of people who are into a law of attraction. They read the book, but they're not getting the result, you know. And I believe that they have fear. You know, they don't dive deep too much on fear. You know, I have fear actually. I have lots of fear when I come to you. I actually have fear when I try to reach out to you. I have fear when I try to reach out for either Bob Proctor or really high CEO. I have fear. But the problem was that I was attacking my fear. Even though I was afraid, I was going towards. And, you know, so many people are afraid to go for what they want. And I'm asking, I would like to ask you, were you ever, you know, afraid?
Yes. Petrified. I delayed so many key actions in my life out of fear. It's ridiculous. I fear leaving a job to go pursue my dreams, fear leaving a marriage that didn't need to be happening, you know, all sorts of stuff that I was paralyzed with fear, even knowing what I know. So look, we all have that fear and resistance, and really a lot of this work is basically dismantling that stuff. I mean, we're gonna have fear, just like you said, you have fear, but you know what? You're taking action anyway, and that's how you move past it. You're gonna, at some point, it's not gonna be scary for you to send tweets to people 1,000 times to get their attention, because you're gonna realize this works, and I'm gonna serve people as a result of doing this. So, you know, if they get annoyed, that's them, right? So you'll start to own that, and the fear will subside. But then eventually something else will make you scared, because you're going to get up against a comfort zone. So we all face fear all the time. It's about, what do we do with that fear? Do we let it paralyze us, or do we just take it as a signal that, oh, we've reached a comfort zone thing, time to just plow on through? So, I mean, that's hard to start doing because it's scary, you know, but you know, the greatest freedom lies on the other side of stepping through that fear.
And over the years, I have seen a lot of people struggling using the law of attraction. What can they do to use the law of attraction effectively, like really effectively?
Well, the challenge with law of attraction, everybody thinks it's working when you attract positive things. Hey, I attracted money using law of attraction. Hey, I attracted a girlfriend using law of attraction. Hey, I just got a new client. But the real news is that law of attraction's on all the time. So when you're attracting the negative thing, you need to say the same thing. It's like, oh, look, I attracted this. I must have been sending a negative vibration. And then when you get a parking spot, you say, hey, I must have attracted this. I must have been sending a good vibration about the parking spot. And then somebody gets angry at you, and you should be able to say, I wonder why I attracted this. I must have been giving it attention. The word I'm wanting everyone to get to answer your question is the word accountability. So in other words, being accountable for everything that you attract. And accountable means two words in it, account and able. So accountable means that you're able to account for why you attract everything, even if you don't like it. So when you find the money and you get the client and somebody flirts with you and you win a prize or you get a parking space, when you get that, you can say, I can account for that because I've got good vibes about parking spaces. I've got good vibes about clients. That is why that's here. You see how I was able to account for why I attracted the positive things? Now, we need to be able to do this thing around the same thing around negative things. You need to be able to say, I can account for why that cancellation happened. Because you know what? I've been complaining about cancellations all day, and law of attraction matched it. You don't have to like it, but you need to be accountable for everything that you're attracting. And one way to reduce negative things is when you give negative things attention, ask the question, so what do I want instead? Oh, I'm thinking about clients canceling. Oh, what do I want instead? Oh, I love when they keep their appointment. Remember last week I had eight people kept their appointment. That was friggin' awesome. I like that. See what happens. When you change your thoughts, the vibration changes. And now you're sending and offering a new vibration. And the only way to get a different result is to send a different vibration. So when you catch yourself giving attention to what you don't want, say, so what do I want? And then the words change, and then the vibration changes, and then the results change.